Do you feel like your legs don't work as well as they used to? When you want to walk normally, your knees feel stiff and your feet feel heavy. Even walking to the nearby shop feels hard now. This is not something you did wrong. After you reach 60, 70, or 80 years old, your body naturally changes. But here's some great news. Losing leg strength doesn't mean you have to stop moving. The right kind of exercise can help you feel comfortable again. Today, I will show you 5 easy exercises that you can do at home. You don't need any machines or special equipment. These movements are gentle on your joints, safe for your age, and really help keep your body active. Please watch until the end. One of these exercises might help you feel stronger this month. Before we start, I'd like to know, where are you watching this from and what time is it? Please tell me in the comments below. Even sharing a small part of your day means a lot to me. If this video helps you, please subscribe to the channel so you won't miss other helpful videos like this. After age 60, many older adults in India notice that walking becomes harder. What used to be an easy walk to the store or temple now feels longer and more tiring. You take a few steps and your knees hurt. Your ankles feel stiff and your legs seem to say, "Do we really have to do this today?" Let me tell you, this happens to many people and it's not your fault. It's just your body speaking in a new way that comes with age, wisdom, and needing gentler care. After 60, our muscles naturally start to get smaller and weaker. This is called muscle atrophy. It doesn't happen suddenly. It's a slow process where the strong muscles in your thighs and calves get weaker if you don't use them often. Just like a car left in the garage too long, the parts start to slow down. The soft padding in your knees, called cartilage, also gets thinner. Without this cushioning, every step creates more rubbing. The bands that hold your joints together, ligaments, become looser, giving you less support. This is why some older adults feel their knees give way when getting up from a chair. But that's not all. Our blood circulation also gets slower as we age. The heart pumps more gently, and blood moves through the legs less easily. When blood flow slows down, your legs may feel cold, numb, or very tired after just a few minutes of walking. Even the thick band that connects your calf muscle to your heel, Achilles tendon, becomes tighter over time. This stiffness makes your feet feel heavy, like lifting a brick instead of wearing a light slipper. It's a small change, but it adds up day after day. Think of your legs like an old bicycle. The frame is still strong and the wheels still work, but the chain needs oil, the brakes need fixing, and you need to pedal slowly and carefully. Not fast, but steady. Now, add another layer, the fear of falling. Many Indian seniors, after slipping in the bathroom or missing a step on the stairs, start to hold back. Your body remembers the fear, and so does your mind. You start walking less, staying home more, and your body gets used to not moving by becoming stiffer and more tired. You might think, "I'm afraid to walk because I might fall." But the truth is, the less we walk, the more likely we are to fall. It's not the movement that's dangerous. It's the lack of movement that makes our body forget how to balance. I want you to know that walking less is not weakness. It's simply a sign that your body needs a new way of moving. It's not asking you to stop. It's asking you to move differently, more gently, with care. That's why today, I want to show you 5 exercises that don't need long walks or fancy equipment. They're safe, practical, and specially chosen for older adults like you. People with wisdom, stories, and a strong desire to keep moving without pain or fear. Getting older doesn't mean getting weaker. It means learning to listen to your body and treat it with respect. So if walking has become harder, don't worry. The answer isn't to stop moving. The answer is to move smarter. And that's exactly what we'll do together. Exercise 1, seated marching. There comes a time when even standing for long minutes feels hard. For many older adults in India, especially those over 65, walking around the house or climbing stairs becomes more tiring than before. Your legs may feel heavy, your knees may feel stiff, and you may quietly fear losing your balance. But sitting all day isn't the answer. In fact, it quietly makes the stiffness and tiredness worse. That's why today, I want to teach you a very gentle but powerful movement that you can do right from your chair. It's called seated marching, and it has helped many senior citizens across India improve their blood flow, reduce joint stiffness, and feel more comfortable in daily life. You might ask, how can sitting and lifting my legs help my body? Let me explain it simply. As we get older, blood flow to our lower legs starts to slow down. This makes our feet colder, ankles swollen, and muscles weaker. The veins in our legs, which used to push blood back to the heart with energy, now move more slowly. Gentle movement helps wake them up, like warm water flowing through an old pipe. According to Dr. Andrew Porter, a specialist in senior health, seated marching doesn't just move your legs. It activates your hip muscles, thigh muscles, and knee joints in a safe, supported way. It's especially helpful for older adults who find it hard to stand for long or walk without support. There's no fear of falling, no pressure on your spine, and yet the benefits reach deep into the muscles and nerves of your legs. Let me guide you through the steps. Please follow along slowly and patiently. First, sit comfortably on a strong chair with back support. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor and your back is straight. Your hands should rest gently on your thighs or at your sides. Now breathe in gently. As you breathe out, slowly lift your left knee upward about 4 to 6 inches, about 10 to 15 centimeters. Hold it there for a second, then bring it back down with control. Now switch to your right leg and do the same. Keep your breathing steady and don't rush. This isn't a race. It's a conversation between your brain and your body, reminding your legs that they still know how to move. Repeat this back and forth motion 10 to 15 times per leg. If it feels tiring at first, you can start with 6 to 8 repetitions and slowly increase as you build strength. Once you finish one round, rest for 30 seconds, then begin again. Doing 2 to 3 rounds in one session is perfect. You can even make it more enjoyable by playing soft music or gentle songs in the background. Let the music set the rhythm for your body. If you feel your legs getting warmer or lighter, that's a good sign. It means blood is moving, nerves are waking up, and joints are stretching. If you're wondering, what if I feel uncomfortable? That's perfectly normal. The first few times may feel strange, especially if your legs have been still for weeks. But doing it regularly is the key. Even if you do just a few lifts each day, your body will respond well. Seated marching may look simple, but inside your body, something very important is happening. You're increasing oxygen flow to your legs, improving circulation, reminding your knees and hips to stay active and flexible. Most importantly, you're taking control of your health, not by standing, not by walking far, but simply by lifting one leg at a time with calm and care. Try this today, my friend, and tomorrow, and every day you sit in that chair. Because small movements done daily create strong legs, and strong legs lead to steady, independent living. Exercise 2. Ankle pumps and circles. There are days when your feet feel heavier than usual, as if they're carrying not just your body weight, but all the years too. You sit for a while, and when you stand up, your ankles feel stiff. You notice some swelling around your feet by evening. Sometimes the skin near your toes feels tight, and putting on your slippers becomes slow work. If this sounds familiar, let me tell you it's not just old age. It's your body quietly telling you that blood flow in your lower legs is slowing down. But the good news is, with just a few minutes of gentle ankle movement each day, you can greatly reduce that stiffness, improve blood flow, and bring relief to tired feet. This is where ankle pumps and circles come in, a simple but powerful routine that you can do while lying down, sitting on a chair, or even while drinking evening tea. After 60, many seniors in India start to experience poor blood return, which means blood from the legs takes longer to reach back to the heart. This happens partly because of weaker leg muscles and partly because we sit for long hours without moving. When the calf muscles aren't used regularly, they stop pressing against the veins. As a result, fluid starts collecting near the ankles and feet, causing swelling, tiredness, and a heavy feeling in the legs. This is why Dr. Andrew Porter often recommends small foot movements to encourage what doctors call the second heart of the body, the calf pump. Just like the heart pushes blood out, your calves push it back up. Let me show you how to do this exercise safely and correctly. Start by sitting comfortably on a chair or lying down on your bed. Keep both legs straight in front of you. Make sure your heels are resting lightly and your knees are relaxed. Now, gently pull your toes toward your face as if you're trying to point them upward. Hold that position for 2 seconds. You should feel a slight stretch along your calf. Then slowly point your toes away from you, as if pressing a car pedal. Hold again for 2 seconds. Repeat this back and forth motion 15 to 20 times. It may feel light, but inside your legs, the muscles are getting active and the blood is moving. After you complete the pumping, it's time for ankle circles. Lift one foot slightly off the floor or bed. Start rotating your foot in a slow, controlled circular motion, clockwise 10 times, then counterclockwise 10 times. Then switch to the other foot and repeat. Don't worry if your circles aren't perfect at first. Even small, careful movements will help. Over time, your ankles will feel less stiff and more responsive. The best part is you can do this exercise anytime, while watching TV, while listening to devotional songs, even while chatting with your grandchildren. There's no need for fancy equipment and no need to stand. If your legs feel too tired at the end of the day, this routine can be done before bedtime. If your mornings begin with tightness in your feet, it can be your first movement after waking up. And if you're recovering from surgery or are advised not to walk too much, this becomes even more important to prevent blood clots, a common risk during long periods of rest. Ankle pumps and circles don't just help your legs. They support your heart, kidneys, and mind too. Because when your feet feel lighter, your spirit does too. You're more likely to get up, move around, and live with ease. So today, give your ankles some gentle attention. Let each movement be a quiet message to your body. I'm still here, I'm still moving, and I'm still in control. Small steps like these aren't just exercises. They're little acts of self-respect. Exercise 3. Wall push UPS. As we grow older, many of us start to notice small changes in our upper body strength. Tasks that once felt easy, like opening a stuck window, lifting a bucket of water, or pushing open a heavy door, now need a bit more effort than before. You may even feel your shoulders getting tired sooner or a light ache in your upper back after standing for too long. These aren't signs of failure. They're gentle reminders from your body that the muscles in your chest, shoulders, and arms are quietly asking for care and attention. One simple and effective way to rebuild that strength is through a gentle movement called the wall push-up. It's a modified version of the traditional push-up, designed especially for older adults who may not feel confident getting down to the floor or putting too much pressure on their wrists. Let me explain how this helps your health in a deeper way. Your shoulder muscles, also called deltoids, start to shrink with age if not used regularly. The same happens to the triceps at the back of your arms and the muscles that support your upper spine. When these muscles become weaker, they affect not just your ability to lift things, but also your posture, balance, and stability. You see, balance isn't only about legs, it's about how your whole body works together. Arms to catch you if you trip, back muscles to hold you upright, and shoulders to steady you while walking or bending. This is where the wall push-up becomes such a valuable friend. According to Dr. Andrew Porter, it helps rebuild strength, improve control, and reduce the risk of falls, all without needing any equipment, mat, or machine. Let me walk you through the steps. Take your time and feel free to pause whenever needed. Start by standing in front of plain wall. Position your feet about 2 feet, 60 centimeters away from the wall. This distance gives your body a gentle lean, enough to activate the muscles without straining them. Place both palms flat against the wall at shoulder level, about the width of your shoulders apart. Keep your fingers pointing upward and your elbows slightly bent. Now slowly bend your elbows, allowing your chest and face to move closer to the wall. It should feel like you're leaning in to smell a rose, controlled, calm, and balanced. Stop just before your nose touches the wall. Then, using the strength of your arms and chest, push yourself back to the starting position. Breathe out as you push and keep your core engaged. Repeat this motion 10 to 15 times, depending on your comfort level. Rest for 30 seconds, then do 2 more sets if you feel up to it. Even 1 set a day, done regularly, can bring visible improvement within weeks. If you feel that leaning in feels difficult at first, that's perfectly normal. You can begin by standing a little closer to the wall, reducing the angle, and slowly build your strength. Many seniors in India prefer doing this movement in the early morning when the body feels fresh and the mind is calm. It sets the tone for the day, reminding your arms and shoulders that they are still strong, still useful, still ready to serve. Remember, this isn't about showing power. It's about preserving independence. Being able to cook, sweep, or lift your own belongings without strain or injury. A retired school teacher from Nagpur once shared that after doing wall push-ups every morning for 2 months, she was able to carry her vegetable bag with ease again, something she had quietly stopped doing for over a year. These little victories may not make the headlines, but in your life, they are priceless. So next time you walk past a wall in your house, stop for a moment. Give it 10 minutes of your time and let that wall become your quiet partner in strength and self-care. Exercise 4. Chair sit to stand. There is a quiet strength in being able to stand up from a chair without help. It may seem like a small thing, but for many older adults across India, this one movement holds great meaning. Whether it's rising after evening tea, getting up from prayer, or moving from bed to the dining table, the act of standing is something we do dozens of times each day. But after age 60, that motion becomes slower, heavier, and sometimes even unsteady. You may find yourself pushing hard with your hands or needing someone to lend you an arm. And that little feeling of dependency, even in your own home, can quietly affect your confidence. The good news is there's a simple way to train your body to stand up strongly again. It's called the chair sit-to-stand exercise, and it's one of the most powerful tools to regain independence, without strain, without equipment, and without leaving your living room. Let me first explain why this movement matters so much for your body. When you stand up from a seated position, you're using a combination of major muscle groups, mainly your quadriceps in the thighs, your glutes in the hips, and your core muscles around the belly. These muscles not only help you rise, but also protect your knees and spine from sudden pressure. As we grow older, these muscles start to weaken naturally. It becomes harder to get up, especially from low chairs or beds without support. If not trained gently, the body slowly gets used to staying seated, leading to stiffness, poor circulation, and even higher risk of falls. Now let me guide you through this exercise step by step. Don't rush. Every movement has its own rhythm. Begin by sitting on a strong chair. Make sure the chair isn't too low or too soft. Your feet should rest flat on the ground, about shoulder width apart, with your knees bent at 90 degrees. Place your hands gently across your chest or rest them lightly on your thighs for balance. Keep your back straight, shoulders relaxed, and eyes looking forward, not down. Now breathe in. As you breathe out, slowly push through your heels and use your thigh muscles to rise up from the chair. Don't use momentum or swing your body. Let your legs do the work. Once you're fully standing, hold for a moment. Feel the strength in your legs and the pride of doing it on your own. Then slowly lower yourself back down with control without falling back suddenly. Repeat this movement 8 to 10 times, resting as needed in between. If you feel unsteady at first, it's perfectly okay to hold the edge of a table or place a pillow on the chair to make it higher. This simple routine, when done regularly, even just 3 or 4 days a week, can bring remarkable improvements in leg strength, balance, and confidence. You might be wondering, is this really enough? Let me assure you, as Dr. Andrew Porter often says, this one habit can help prevent future dependence on walkers or family members. It keeps the legs active, the hips flexible, and the nervous system alert. In fact, a grandmother in Surat once shared how after doing this exercise daily for 1 month, she was able to sit cross-legged on the floor again for puja, something she had avoided for nearly 2 years. You see, it's not just about strength. It's about regaining the freedom to move as you wish. The freedom to rise and sit without fear. The freedom to live with dignity. So next time you sit down for lunch or evening chai, pause before you reach for help. Take a breath, stand up slowly just once and remind your body, I still can. Because in every rise from a chair, there's a rise in self-belief. Exercise 5, side leg raises. Balance is one of those things we often take for granted until the day we nearly lose it. For many older adults in India, after age 65, there comes a quiet shift. You get out of bed and feel a moment of unsteadiness. You walk through the veranda and your foot drags slightly, or you turn while standing and feel as if the ground beneath you shifted. These moments may be brief, but they carry a deep fear, the fear of falling. And it's not just physical. When your body begins to feel unsteady, your confidence follows. You begin to avoid long walks, hold the wall while climbing stairs, choose the chair closest to the wall just in case. But what if I told you that your body still holds the power to balance? That your hips, your core, and your mind only need a gentle reminder? Today's movement, side leg raises, is exactly that reminder. A simple, quiet action that strengthens the hip muscles, improves side-to-side stability, and brings back the quiet courage to move without fear. Let me first explain why this exercise is so powerful. The muscles along the outer hip, especially the gluteus medius, play a key role in maintaining balance. They keep the pelvis level while walking and help shift weight from one leg to the other. But with age, these muscles become weaker, especially in those who sit for long hours or walk less due to knee or back pain. When these side hip muscles aren't strong, the body sways more while walking, the ankles try to overcompensate, and that's when tripping and falling become more likely, especially while turning, stepping sideways, or climbing uneven surfaces. Now let me walk you through this simple and effective exercise. Take it slow and respect your pace. Stand behind a strong chair, preferably with a high back. Hold the back rest lightly with one or both hands for balance. Keep your feet shoulder-width apart, your back straight, and your gaze forward. Now gently lift your right leg out to the side, just about 5 or 6 inches, roughly 12 to 15 centimeters. Don't swing or lean. Use the muscles at your outer hip to control the lift. Hold the position for 1 or 2 seconds, then slowly bring the foot back down to the ground. Now switch to the left leg and repeat the same motion. Do this movement 10 to 12 times per leg and rest between sets. 2 gentle rounds per session are ideal. Remember, it's not about height, it's about control, steadiness, and feeling the muscles work. If you feel a little shaky while doing this, you can do it next to a wall with one hand resting lightly for support. Always make sure the room is well lit and there are no rugs or items around your feet that could slip. A gentleman from Kochi once shared how he used to feel embarrassed walking in public after nearly tripping near his temple. But after doing side leg raises daily for 2 months, he not only walked with more confidence, he also climbed bus steps again without hesitation. You see, these small movements aren't just exercises, they're quiet messages to your nervous system, telling it, I am strong, I am stable, I trust my body again. Dr. Andrew Porter often emphasizes that balance training is crucial for maintaining independence in older adults. These exercises help retrain the body's natural balance reflexes. So the next time you're near your dining chair or bed frame, take a moment. Do 10 gentle side lifts. Let your hips remember their strength. Let your legs find their path again. Because balance isn't a gift we lose. It's a skill we can renew with love, patience, and daily care. If you feel these exercises are helping you, please share this video with a friend, neighbor, or an older adult in your family. Sometimes a small movement can bring big comfort. Your one share might be the reason someone else begins their journey back to strength and balance. So my dear friend, today we didn't just talk about exercises, we talked about hope, about moving with care, and about finding strength in small daily steps. These 5 simple movements may look easy, but together they hold the power to bring balance, confidence, and comfort back into your life. If something in this video touched you or reminded you of your own journey, I would love to hear from you. Please share your thoughts, your feelings, or simply write the word HOPE in the comments below. Your words may inspire someone else who is just beginning. And if you found this helpful, please subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon, and share this video with someone you care about, a sibling, a friend, or a neighbor who might also need a gentle push to begin again. Until we meet next time, may your steps stay steady, your heart stay light, in your home stay filled with quiet strength and peaceful smiles.